So welcome back to another video, guys. Alpha B here. Thanks for all your support. Getting on our way up now. We're on about 330 subscribers, so if you can keep liking, commenting on the videos and subscribing, I want to let's try and get us to 500 subscribers by the end of the year. That would be amazing. But yeah, I'd like to intro I'm out on the bank again. But me being out today, this ain't the video that I'm actually doing. I went linear last week. I had a couple of days off, and I'd said in one of my other videos it's about time I got down to linear, and it was really busy, I think, after the lockdown a couple of months ago. So I left it and I went down last week, and yeah, I managed to get on Manor farm. That was a lake I wanted to get on because I'd fished St John's last year and blanked on a 2-day session, so I thought, you know what, I'll try and get on Manor this year. So I managed to get a swim. Got there absolutely rammed with people, absolutely rammed, as you can imagine. In the morning, got there first thing, and get out of the car, and there was like groups of 3 looking for swims. So I scuppered off, I had to walk around Manor, chatting to a guy as I'm walking, and I'm trying to like get off in front, you know how you are, like trying to find a swim. So anyway, there were 3 swims left on Manor. I ended up getting peg 17. The first 2, as soon as you walk in, like the 2 shallowest right next to each other. One commands no water really, one commands a little bit, but it's too shallow. So they're always empty according to the lads I was speaking to. So I walked around anyway and got to peg 17. Again, in like a bit of a corner, but a little bit more water to look at. You still go across the lake. So yeah, so I got there and I keep seeing a couple of shows. So I dropped the bucket down, went back, had a walk around St John's just to double check there was nothing available worth having. So yeah, put a bucket down there, got my kit out of the car, straight back to the peg. As I got back to the peg, there were 3 guys, the 3 that I'd seen in the car park, stood in there like, hey, you got an half decent swim here, mate. So anyway, get my rod set up on the Friday, get all out, spent my time leading out, found a spot, 11.5 wraps, so not too far. Later in that evening, I could see fish boshing at like 120, 110 yards, but that's, for me to fish comfortably there, I could, yeah, whack a single out there, but to fish comfortably spotting it, it's a bit too far for me. So I found one at 11.5 wraps. I'm normally comfortable at 15, 18 wraps, no problem. So anyway, put some bait out, put the rods out. That night I had a weird take, but I don't know if it was a take, because it ended up being really like hitting in nothing really, and then it was solid and then went soft. Brought it in, big clump of Canadian. So put the rod back out, nothing through the night, then pulled the rods in about 10 o'clock in the morning. Rather than putting any more bait out because I'd not had a bite, I'd seen that the pop-up Ronnie rigs I was using come back with a little bit of weed on, so I made a couple of stiff inch rigs, which I said I was going to say in the video. Made a couple of stiff inch rigs, and with them stiff inch rigs, put them out, and then dinner time comes and I put one back on the spot, one just off the spot, because you always have the feeling or hope that at linear with the big fish there's always going to be one sitting off the spot, and there was. I ended up getting a PB. 38 pound 3-ounce linear. Absolutely blew me away, could not believe it. And yeah, a couple of stiff inch rigs. The charge section's a bit straight now because this is the actual rig I caught it on. I'm keeping this rig, so, but yeah, helicopter system, a little bit of end trap, semi stiff, a little bit of putty on, and then bosh into the weed, and that's what I ended up having. And I only managed to get a couple of seconds of footage of me holding the fish, but I got loads and loads of pictures, because the mistake I charged my power bank the night before for about 6 hours, take it with me, plug it into my phone to charge it up, gets to about 20%, power bank's dead. So I had 20% battery for like 24 hours. I ended up managing to get a couple of seconds of footage, load of videos, like I said, load of pictures, like I said. And I want to give a shout out actually to Steve, a lad who I met who was in the swim next to me. When I got there, he told me he'd lost a decent one. He was thinking it was about £40, lost it at the net, and it flat rodded him. Seen the net, went out, flat rodded him, and he was gutted. So anyway, I'd had that one, and he come and got some pictures. And I didn't have no waders, because he says, "You got any waders? Get in the water, have a picture." I was like, "No." He says, "Well, because you're wet, are you getting like just in the lake?" I was like, "Yeah." Always bring some spare clothes with me anyway, so down into my pants, in my t-shirt, in the lake. Got some absolutely beautiful pictures, and yeah, I was so buzzing with catching that, because I never thought I'd catch a 30. Well, my aim was always to catch a 30, but I've only been carp fishing, like you probably know, for just over 2 years now, and I fished all my life, so I know watercraft. From 6-year-old I've been a fisherman, so an angler, but now I've just gone into carp in the last couple of years, and yeah, having that 38.3 linear from linear, I'm sure they call it zip, because when I put it onto the linear, sent it to the linear guys, I asked him question, is it named, and he was like, yeah, I think that one's called zip. So they've put that on the Facebook page, so you can see that on there. Yeah, absolutely buzzing. For about 2 hours after, took all my clothes off, obviously naked in the bank, getting changed. The guy on the other side of the lake must have seen my backside when I was bending over getting changed, but I was buzzing with what I'd done. I didn't care. So yeah, I got into some dry clothes, sat down for about 2 hours, cup of tea. I was just sitting there like, didn't really know. All my rods were out of the water, wiped out, so I had to reset all them, because when I'd had the fish and it come in, it just wiped out all my other rods, and I didn't care. I just pulled them in out of the way, bail arms off, get out of the way, as long as I could get the fish in there. So I sat there for like 2 hours, setting up all my rods again, put them back out, put a bit of bait over the top, and then sat there for the rest of the Saturday with no battery on my phone, because it was dead by then. So if I had caught another fish, I'd have had to get Steve to actually take him on his pictures, on his phone, but he ended up going anyway halfway through the day on Saturday. And yeah, basically I just couldn't believe it, absolutely couldn't believe it. So I come down to my local lake, well, local park lake, it's about 5-6 miles away from my house today, just for a couple of hours till dinner time, and I thought no place better to do the video rather than at home than on the bank itself. So yeah, there's only a small stock of fish in here. I had one close to a 20 last year, a couple of months ago. I think I just put a picture of that actually in one of my other videos, about £19. But there's only meant to be about 15 fish in here, but some of them, a couple of them are meant to be big, so I'd rather sit and wait out to catch a decent one than catch pasties all day long. If you want to bend in your rod like you all probably do as well, now and again you get down to a little runs water, a couple of fish, just to make sure that your rigs are working still and you still believe the arb before you start changing, and then you go back to sitting there waiting for as long as it takes to catch the fish that you want. So yeah, I'm out for a couple of hours today. I ain't had no bleeps or anything yet, but I'm not expecting it. I threw a couple of singles out, but it's nice just to get out before I get back home and sit and watch a bit of telly, and like you normally do. But yeah, there's not going to be a massive amount of footage from linear, because I only managed to get a couple of, I think a 5-minute video and then another couple of minutes, but I'll put it all in here anyway, and I'll put some pictures of fish. The couple of seconds of footage I've got of my PB I will put in there. But so happy. So now it's just try and get, I'd love a £30 common now. My PB before was 26.1, which was a common, which I caught last year. Now it's 38.3 linear, so wouldn't mind a 30 common, but I'm in no rush really, because carp gods have been kind to me this year, so I can't complain. But yeah, so yeah, this is the sort of cut and shut part of the video, because you see the footage from linear and footage from today. But I just want to say to everyone, all my subscribers, everyone that leaves a comment, thank you very much, because it means a lot doing the videos and people actually commenting saying, yeah, I love your videos, and if you don't like them, let me know. Tell me what you think. I can change. I'm not on no big budget. I'm not doing no arty-farty stuff with the drones out and stuff like that. I'll just go down onto the lake with my phone, take some footage, and then just put it on there, because I know that when you sat there on the lonely nights on the bank, it's always nice to watch a couple of videos, just so you know you're not the only one going through the pain when it's 2 days of nothing, and the odd liner now and again, or the odd bream, tench. So yeah, I just like doing these videos, put it out there, and hopefully we can have another couple of fish before the end of the year, some notable ones, and that will be a fantastic year, and then kickstart me ready for the new year. Like I say, I'm going to get back down linear hopefully in December, just after Christmas. Missus will find out when she watches this video, because I ain't told her yet. But I'm going to try and do 2 days, might even see if I can do 3, because I've got a good week off anyway. So yeah, I'll do a video there. I've got a week off next week, so I'm going to go down to my local Frisbee lakes in Melton. I'm going to do a couple of hours down there, a couple of days down there, sorry, just because it's only 20 quid for 24 hours, lovely lake. not a massive stock of fish, but I've still not had a carp out there yet. I'd pike, bream, pretty much everything else roach. So yeah, we'll see if we can get one out there. I ain't bothered with the size as long as I can just catch one out there, because I've fished, I've probably done about 6 or 7 nights down there now. I've caught summit most of the times, but it's just not the species I'm after now. So yeah, so see if I can get one out of there, that'd be nice. Try my new barra out, which actually my phone that I'm filming on now is actually resting on. I had a little barra before, I don't know if you'd seen it in any, I don't know if I put it in any of the videos, my mate had given me. I put my kit on it, it was basically folding in half. And last time I went frisbee I had a flat tyre on it. It's like a 15-20 minute walk till you swim through the woodlands, so I had to like walk forward and back, pumping the tyre up at my car, taking my trolley. 2 days later walking back with it, it was a mission. So I bought myself a new barra. I sold my old gym, had some money left over and stuff. So I bought myself a new barra, JRC Contact. Good little barra to be fair, just fits my kit on just nice. Really easy to push around and that, so yeah, really chuffed with that. Using my bushwhacker. From the other video, I used my bushwhacker a couple of times. I took it linear, but I didn't bother using it. I just didn't see the point where I was fishing. I could get down into the margin if I wanted to put one in the margin. But yeah, we'll be fishing out to where the fish were showing. So, but any more gear that I get this year, if you want to see, well, if I get any more gear, I'll do a little review, a bankside review or something, just to show you, because I do need to pick myself a new stove up. Still ain't bought my Fox stove yet. I want a Fox kettle as well, because I'm still using my cheap NGT one. But boils water, so that's all I'm bothered about, to be fair. Today I bought my flask with me. Fishing light, 2 rods off my barra. Easy to pack away and move if I need to. But yeah, I just want to say thanks a lot for everything on the channel, and hit the like, subscribe, comment on it, and let's help the channel grow. See if we can get some more good videos and get them on there for you. But yeah, thanks a lot everyone, and speak to you again on the next video. Alright, welcome back to another video guys, Alfie here. Remember to like, comment, subscribe on the videos. I weren't going to do this, I always say this in the videos, I weren't going to do this video, but I've come to Linear. Managed to get a 2-day session down, so I'm down on Manor Lake at Linear Complex. Got here yesterday, which was Friday, 1st of October. Wanted to get on Manor, and I walked around in the morning with a bucket, as we do, and there's only about 3 pegs free. First 2, as soon as you get into the lake, which no one's on, it's the shallows, so if it's the summertime you see them there, you ain't going there. And I walked around the lake. A couple of lads said they were leaving like 4 or 5 hours later, but I managed to get a peg as we go back round, right, the last one right near the car park, so no fishing banks on my left. Fishing out, so I'm next to a guy on the right, nice lad, and yeah, he's been here a couple of days. He lost one Thursday night, a big common, he said, and then yeah, he told me to put a bit of bait in over the edge of the swim that I've fished, so I put a marker lead out as you do, found a spot, checked the depth, and that's 7 foot, 11.5 wraps, put some bait over it. Nothing last night apart from having a weird take, but I thought it was a take, and then I ended up bringing it in, it was just solid, brought it into a big clump of weed, and it disturbed a wasp's nest down at the front of the peg. So then wasps were attacking me at half 10, 11 o'clock last night. I was batting them off, and it must have looked like a right nutter. But anyway, so yeah, then I put that rod back out, nothing, and then I redone my rods this morning. Brought my rods in about 9 o'clock. Put a stiff hinge rig on, I'll show you the rig in a bit. Little pink pop-up. Lobbed it out over to the baited area, just to the left of the baited area, where I put a bit of bait the day before, the night before. Put my rod out, and then I put another one with a normal pop-up, Scopex squid pop-up with a bit of sweet corn on the top. Threw that out, and left it, and then all 3 rods were pretty close together, to be fair. Didn't put no back leads on because the amount of weed that's out there. And then about dinner time, I had a screaming take, bringing it in, wiped out all my other rods, literally carnage. But ended up getting a PB. Yes! So I got the PB, a £38 3 ounce linear. I'll show you some of the pictures I'll put in there, and there should be a little bit of video hopefully recorded from it, because it was absolute carnage. Wiped out all my other rods, everything was tangled up, got it in the net, the hook had come out in the net. So the guy from the swim down had come and helped me got some cracking pictures. We got in the lake. He was going to wet me, but I was already absolutely soaked anyway, so it didn't bother. Yeah, so my rods at the minute, because I've had to cut them all off. I'm going to redo them in a minute. So I'm going to get 2 rods on stiff hinge rigs out there now. One on pink pop-up and one I think just on a match hatch boiler. I've got all my spod mixed down, which I'll show you in a minute. And yeah, I'll get back to you once all my rods are out. This is the spod mix I'm using on this session. We've just got tiger nuts, sweet corn, hemp, crushed nuts and boilers. A handful of 15mm Scopex squid and then 12mm Scopex squid. Using a bit of the old power particle in there. Nutty hemp and tears for the crushed stuff, and then I've got an handful of tiger nuts in there as well. And that's what I'm spotting out. Believe it or not, I caught that 38 on a pink pop-up. But there's my swim anyway. Still not got my rods out yet. I'll get them out in the next 10 minutes. Just had a cup of tea, dried out. Luckily I bought some spare clothes with me. Always prepared as we are. I ain't even had no dinner yet, but I'll have some dinner in a bit. I can eat later. I'm still buzzing from catching that fish. But yeah, it looks like it's going to rain all day. Pressure's going to drop a little bit, so I'm going to get another 10 or 15 medium spawns out to my little spot just out there. Get my rods over it, get them ready for the night. I ain't in no rush now. I've had that. One more bite will be absolutely brilliant, but I'm more than chuffed with what I've done at the minute. So yeah, so here's the old setup. Got my little Carp Spirit chair, but it's a bit wet at the minute because of the carnage of having the fish. I brought everything in to dry out. Gonna get another cup of tea on in a minute. A little bait stash down there. And yeah, I'll get back to you on the next little update. Right then guys, I'm all packed up. Unfortunately, I lost battery through the night, so I've had to nick a power bank off one of the lads that coming in the swim for a few minutes just to charge my phone up. But I'll do a little outro when I get home before I do the video and show you what rigs I was using. But yeah, thanks a lot for watching. Comment, subscribe, like the channel, and let's get us up to 500 subscribers. I'll see you on the next one.